My child, my beloved, listen closely. Heaven is opening its gates in this very moment, and God is confirming something powerful for you. A life-changing meeting is set for you this Friday. Yes, this Friday, not next week, not someday in the far future. The heavens have marked the date, the place, and the time. Your soulmate is about to walk into your path. And Archangel Michael says, if they close this message now, they will miss the sign that reveals the exact location. Pause. Why do you feel chills running through your body? Why does your heart beat faster as you read these words? Because your spirit already knew this was coming. Your soul was prepared for this confirmation. God is not just hinting anymore, He is declaring, the one I chose for you is near. The meeting is arranged. The path is aligned. The timing is divine. Beloved child, understand this. The delays you endured were not punishment. The loneliness was not rejection. Every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered, every night you wondered why love seemed far away, it was all divine preparation. God was shaping you for this exact moment. And now the preparation ends. The manifestation begins. Michael says, they must stay until the end. Because within this message lies the secret clue, the confirmation that will guide them to the meeting place. Do you hear that? The heavens are not vague. They are not teasing. They are specific. This Friday is not ordinary. It is a turning point, a holy intersection where two souls destined from birth finally collide. But there is a warning. The enemy knows what is coming. That is why distractions have increased, why doubts have grown stronger. The enemy wants you tired, confused, second-guessing. But heaven says, do not give up now. Do not turn away. Stay alert. Because your soul's promise is near. My beloved, let me ask you. Why did you stop here, on this message? Why couldn't you scroll past? Why do you feel as though this was written with your name carved into it? Because it was. Heaven orchestrated every second so you would not miss this confirmation. This is not accident. This is alignment. And here is what you must know. The soulmate you have been waiting for is not coming by coincidence. This is not random. This is not luck. This is a meeting written before the stars were hung in the sky. Before you were born, God marked this union. He whispered, on this date, in this place, they will meet, and destiny will awaken. Good, you are still here. That means your spirit is awake. That means you are ready to receive the rest of the revelation. Michael says, the next lines will reveal the hidden truth. If they skip, they lose the clue. If they stay, the veil lifts, and the path becomes clear. My beloved child, stay close. The heavens are opening wider as you read, and every word carries you closer to the truth you've been waiting for. God confirms again, this Friday, the meeting happens. The one your soul has cried for, the one your heart has longed for, they will stand before you. Archangel Michael leans near and says, tell them not to take this lightly. Tell them this message is the map. If they skip even one line, they will miss the direction. Do you feel the trembling in your chest? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your spirit remembers the promise spoken long ago. The reason you felt restless these last days, the reason you could not sleep at night, is because the appointed time has arrived. Your soulmate's energy is already drawing closer, like two magnets heaven designed to meet. This is why you are here now. Because the heavens refuse to let you miss this divine appointment. Beloved, understand this clearly. God does not send a soulmate to fill loneliness. He sends them to fulfill destiny. This union is not just about love, it is about purpose. Together, you will carry light. Together, you will shake the darkness. Together, you will walk into blessings greater than either of you could hold alone. That is why the timing had to be perfect. That is why the delay was necessary. And now, heaven says, the wait is finished. Michael's voice grows firm. There will be a sign. A place. A moment. Tell them the clue is near. Tell them their spirit will recognize it when they see it. Do not doubt when it happens. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. You will feel it in your bones. Your eyes will meet, and time itself will pause. The air will change. The world will blur. And only the two of you will remain. That is how you will know it is real. But hear the warning. Before Friday, distractions will come. Voices will rise, pulling your focus. Old wounds may resurface. Even people from your past may suddenly return. Do not be deceived. These are shadows sent to confuse you, to shake your faith, to pull you off course. But heaven says, stay anchored. Stay expectant. Stay ready. The true one is coming. My child, let me remind you of something. The angels have not been silent. They have been sending you signs already. Have you seen repeating numbers? Have you heard phrases in random places that echo in your heart? Have you felt sudden warmth when you were alone? These were whispers from heaven, preparing you for this moment. Your spirit noticed. Now your mind must accept it. Good, you are still here. That means your soul is awake enough to receive the deeper truth. And here it is. The meeting place will not be hidden. It will not be far. It will be familiar. A place where you have been before, but this time it will feel different. Michael says, tell them the atmosphere will shift. Tell them the ordinary will become holy. That is how they will know. Pause, beloved. Do you feel your body respond? The chills, the sudden quiet, the pull to keep reading? That is your spirit confirming, this is mine. This is for me. I cannot walk away. Stay, for the next lines hold what your soul has prayed for. My beloved child, the heavens are pressing closer. Do you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that gentle weight upon your shoulders, that soft pull in your chest, it is not random. It is the presence of God confirming what your soul already knows. The meeting is set, and it will happen this Friday. Archangel Michael says, do not doubt. Do not delay. Tell them their spirit is ready, even if their mind is afraid. Beloved, let me ask you this. Why have you been dreaming of faces lately? Why have you been waking in the night with a name, a feeling, or a sense of someone calling? It was not imagination. It was not emptiness. It was preparation. Your soulmate's soul has been whispering across the veil of time, waiting for permission from heaven to step into your path. And now, permission has been granted. Michael leans closer. He says, tell them the place is marked. Tell them their steps are being ordered. Tell them not to rush, not to force, not to fear, for when the time comes, their spirit will know. And when you see them, your whole being will recognize what your mind has never seen. This is the divine mystery of love created by God Himself. It is not learned. It is remembered. And you, beloved, are about to remember. But hear me, for heaven warns you. That is your spirit confirming, this is mine. This is for me. I cannot walk away. Stay, for the next lines hold what your soul has prayed for. My beloved child, the heavens are pressing closer. Do you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that gentle weight upon your shoulders, that soft pull in your chest, it is not random. It is the presence of God confirming what your soul already knows. The meeting is set, and it will happen this Friday. Archangel Michael says, do not doubt. Do not delay. Tell them their spirit is ready, even if their mind is afraid. Beloved, let me ask you this. Why have you been dreaming of faces lately? Why have you been waking in the night with a name, a feeling, or a sense of someone calling? It was not imagination. It was not emptiness. It was preparation. Your soulmate's soul has been whispering across the veil of time, waiting for permission from heaven to step into your path. And now, permission has been granted. Michael leans closer. He says, tell them the place is marked. Tell them their steps are being ordered. Tell them not to rush, not to force, not to fear, for when the time comes, their spirit will know. And when you see them, your whole being will recognize what your mind has never seen. This is the divine mystery of love created by God Himself. It is not learned. It is remembered. And you, beloved, are about to remember. But hear me, for heaven warns you. Not everyone around you wants this for you. Some will try to distract you. Some will try to convince you you are wrong, that you are imagining things. Do not listen. The enemy always sends doubt just before destiny arrives. Michael says, stay focused. The blessing is too close to lose. The door is already open. Child of light, understand something important. This union is not about filling an emptiness. It is about multiplying purpose. Your life and their life are threads in a larger tapestry God has been weaving since before you were born. When you meet, things will shift quickly. Doors will open. Energy will change. People around you will feel it. Because when two chosen souls unite, the whole atmosphere bows to the will of heaven. Good, you are still here. That means you are not afraid of truth. That means your spirit is hungry for what is next. So hear this. The meeting place will surprise you. It will not be far from where you already are. But it will feel different, almost glowing, almost alive, almost sacred. Michael says, tell them the clue is in the familiar. The holy will rise from what they thought was ordinary. And child, while you wait for Friday, guard your spirit. Do not waste your energy on what drains you. Do not give your heart to distractions. Instead, prepare. Pray. Listen. Stay sensitive. Because the angels are already arranging the steps. And your soulmate is already being guided closer. Beloved, let me pause here and say something important. If this message has touched you, if your spirit has felt the pull, then stay connected. Do not let the next word slip from you. Take this moment and subscribe to the message of heaven. Because this is not the last word you will need. There are more confirmations coming, more signs to be revealed, and you cannot afford to miss them. Stay connected so the angels can keep delivering what you've been praying for. Michael smiles now. He says, good. They are listening. Good. They are staying. Now they can hear the next truth. And here it is, beloved. Your soulmate is not just coming to you. They are being sent. Sent by God. Sent by destiny. Sent because your time has finally arrived. My beloved child, lean closer. The heavens are unfolding secrets now that only a few are trusted to hear. This Friday is not simply a day, it is a divine appointment written before the foundations of the earth. God confirms, their steps will collide, their eyes will meet, and the soul will know. Nothing can prevent it if they remain in alignment. Michael's voice is steady, powerful. Tell them this, when they see their soulmate, their body will react before their mind understands. Their breath will catch, their skin will tremble, their heart will race. This is not fear. This is recognition. The soul remembers what the body forgot. Beloved, do you see how heaven prepares you so you will not miss it? Do you feel why this message was carved only for you? But hear this, child, the enemy is aware. Darkness fears divine union, because when two chosen souls unite, blessings multiply, light expands, and curses shatter. That is why confusion has been clouding your path, why loneliness pressed against your chest, why old wounds tried to convince you love was not for you. It was all resistance. But resistance proves the weight of what is coming. Michael says, the storm always rages hardest before the sunrise. Pause for a moment. Think about the repeating signs you've been seeing lately. Numbers that echo. Dreams that feel too vivid. Songs that play at the right time. These were not coincidences. They were heaven's way of saying, we are close. Do not give up. Do not miss the meeting. And here is the hidden truth. The location of this meeting will not be far from where you already walk. It will be a place you recognize, yet it will feel different, charged with energy, glowing with divine confirmation. Michael says, when they step into the place, their spirit will whisper, this is it. Do not dismiss it. Trust the whisper. It is heaven guiding you. My child, imagine it for a moment. You walk into the ordinary, but suddenly everything feels extraordinary. The air feels alive. Time slows. And then, eyes meet. And in that instant, the wait ends. Every delay, every prayer, every tear, every night of asking, when? It all makes sense. Because you were being prepared for this very moment. Good, you are still here. That means your spirit is strong enough for the deeper confirmation. Here it is. Your soulmate is closer than you think. They have already been thinking of you. They have already been feeling the pull. Even if they cannot explain it, their soul is restless because it knows Friday is near. This is why the timing feels heavy in your heart. Because both of you are being aligned by heaven at the same time. But listen carefully. There will be a test before the blessing. An old voice, an old distraction, or a false connection may try to pull you back before Friday. Michael says, do not look back. Do not reopen what God has closed. If they fall for the counterfeit, they will miss the true one. This is serious, beloved. Your obedience in this moment determines your joy in the next. God whispers, do not fear. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. I will make it clear. I will make it undeniable. All I ask is that you trust me. All I ask is that you stay ready. And beloved, let this also be clear. This union is not only about romance, it is about purpose. When you meet, it will feel like coming home. It will feel like destiny rising. Because together, you will unlock miracles that neither of you could release alone. This is why it is happening now. This is why it could not happen sooner. Because you were being prepared for this very moment. Good, you are still here. That means your spirit is strong enough for the deeper confirmation. Here it is. Your soulmate is closer than you think. They have already been thinking of you. They have already been feeling the pull. Even if they cannot explain it, their soul is restless because it knows Friday is near. This is why the timing feels heavy in your heart. Because both of you are being aligned by heaven at the same time. But listen carefully. There will be a test before the blessing. An old voice, an old distraction, or a false connection may try to pull you back before Friday. Michael says, do not look back. Do not reopen what God has closed. If they fall for the counterfeit, they will miss the true one. This is serious, beloved. Your obedience in this moment determines your joy in the next. God whispers, do not fear. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. I will make it clear. I will make it undeniable. All I ask is that you trust me. All I ask is that you stay ready. And beloved, let this also be clear. This union is not only about romance, it is about purpose. When you meet, it will feel like coming home. It will feel like destiny rising. Because together, you will unlock miracles that neither of you could release alone. This is why it is happening now. This is why it could not happen sooner. And this is why heaven is so urgent for you to listen until the very end. My beloved child, do not let your spirit drift. The heavens are opening deeper, and the revelation is about to touch the very core of your being. God confirms again, this Friday is the day. The meeting will not be delayed. The promise will not be denied. Their eyes will find one another, and their souls will recognize what I have joined together. Michael stands close, his voice a fire that cannot be ignored. Tell them this: when the meeting happens, the signs will be undeniable. The air will feel heavier yet lighter, as if the room itself has shifted. Their body will react, goosebumps, a strange warmth in the chest, tears without reason. They will know this is not human, it is divine. Child, do you feel why heaven refuses to let you walk away? Do you see why this message was pulled into your hands? Because God's timing is not random. This Friday was chosen long ago, and the countdown has already begun. But hear me, before the blessing arrives, the test will come. It may look like sudden distraction, a false opportunity, or even a message from someone you thought was gone. This is the counterfeit rising before the authentic. Do not fall for it. Michael says, if they reach back to the old, they will block the new. If they trust the false, they will miss the true. Stay firm. Stay focused. The real one is coming. Now, beloved, let me tell you what will happen at this meeting. The moment your eyes meet, there will be silence inside you. The noise of the world will fade. It will feel as though you've known them forever, though you are meeting for the first time. This is not fantasy. It is soul memory. Your spirits knew each other before time, and this Friday is the reunion your heart has been aching for. Michael leans in, whispering fiercely. The location is already marked. It will not look extraordinary at first. It may be an ordinary street, a familiar place, a setting you've passed before. But on that day, at that hour, heaven will transform it into holy ground. And when it happens, you will feel a gentle pressure on your chest. That is the angels confirming, this is the one. Beloved, do not be afraid. This will not feel like any meeting you've ever had. It will not be filled with doubt or second-guessing. It will feel like stillness, like peace, like exhaling after years of holding your breath. You will know. And once you know, nothing will ever feel the same again. Good, you are still here. That means your faith is holding, your spirit is awake, and your heart is ready for the final part of this confirmation. So hear this. The meeting this Friday is not only about your happiness. It is about your purpose. Together, you will walk into seasons that alone you could not carry. Together, you will break curses that alone you could not fight. Together, you will build something eternal. This is why God waited. This is why the timing had to be exact. Michael says, tell them the enemy will be furious, but powerless. Once this union begins, no darkness will break it. Once their hands touch, heaven itself will shield them. And God whispers now, do not fear missing it. I am guiding your steps. I am aligning your hours. I am ordering your path. Trust me. The location is written. The moment is sealed. The blessing is near. My beloved child, do not move. There is a hush settling over your spirit because heaven is preparing the words you will speak when your eyes meet theirs. God says, when they meet, speak truth. Speak softly. Let the soul do the work that words cannot. Let heaven fill the spaces between sentences. This is not a time for rehearsed lines or anxious performance. It is a time for holy presence. Archangel Michael leans close and instructs, tell them to breathe. Tell them to let their heart lead. The first conversation will feel like prayer, simple, honest, and full of recognition. You will not need to perform. You will not need to prove. A single look, a single pause, and your souls will exchange lifetimes of knowing. Beloved, hear this carefully. The first words you exchange will carry weight, not pressure. They will be light but truthful, things like, know you, or I've been waiting, or you look like home. These words will not be boastful, they will be releasing. They will be the bridge from loneliness into covenant. Michael says, there will be a small sign, something ordinary that becomes sacred. A song, a scent, a phrase, that both remember from different lives. Watch for it. When it happens, your spirit will leap and say, yes. Do not dismiss small coincidences that day. Heaven uses tiny things to reveal great truths. Child of light, the conversation that begins will open doors. You will speak of small things, coffee, weather, the day's tasks, but beneath those words will flow destiny. You will sense echoes of past promises and future vows. And in that gentle exchange, the angels will stand guard, knitting your stories together. But remember the warning. Not every emotional surge is truth. Some feelings are adrenaline, some are loneliness answered by a kind face. Discernment must walk with desire. Ask the Holy Spirit quietly, is this the one, Lord? And then listen for the subtle peace that sinks into your bones. God whispers now, do not rush the label. Let the soul reveal itself through holiness, not hurry. The union I bring is patient, not frantic. It honors boundaries, it values peace, it builds from truth. So when you feel the rush, breathe. Let the rhythm of heaven slow you down so you see clearly what is real. My beloved, the universe will conspire gently to confirm. Someone will mention a place, a name, or a number that matches a dream you had. They will be the bridge from loneliness into covenant. Michael says, there will be a small sign, something ordinary that becomes sacred. A song, a scent, a phrase, that both remember from different lives. Watch for it. When it happens, your spirit will leap and say, yes. Do not dismiss small coincidences that day. Heaven uses tiny things to reveal great truths. Child of light, the conversation that begins will open doors. You will speak of small things, coffee, weather, the day's tasks, but beneath those words will flow destiny. You will sense echoes of past promises and future vows. And in that gentle exchange, the angels will stand guard, knitting your stories together. But remember the warning. Not every emotional surge is truth. Some feelings are adrenaline, some are loneliness answered by a kind face. Discernment must walk with desire. Ask the Holy Spirit quietly, is this the one, Lord? And then listen for the subtle peace that sinks into your bones. God whispers now, do not rush the label. Let the soul reveal itself through holiness, not hurry. The union I bring is patient, not frantic. It honors boundaries, it values peace, it builds from truth. So when you feel the rush, breathe. Let the rhythm of heaven slow you down so you see clearly what is real. My beloved, the universe will conspire gently to confirm. Someone will mention a place, a name, or a number that matches a dream you had. A stranger will say a phrase that echoes a memory. A wind will move through the trees like a hand blessing the moment. These are not fairy tale details, they are divine anchors to keep you steady when the world tries to confuse you. Michael instructs, keep your phone off or on silent for a moment when it feels right. Let the moment be between you and God first. Then let the world catch up. Do not let notifications steal the miracle. Guard the sacred seconds with the reverence they deserve. Beloved child, the first touch will be gentle, a handshake, a brush of fingers, an embrace that feels like a homecoming. When that touch happens, the angels will shout in heaven and whisper blessing on earth. You may cry quietly. You may laugh without reason. You will know you are marked. And yet, be wise, the enemy will attempt to counterfeit intimacy with drama, rush, or pressure. If anyone pushes you to decide immediately, if someone demands all of your story in one sitting, step back. God's timing honors consent and peace. A pushy flame is often smoke, not fire. God says, I will bring confirmations after the meeting. Doors will open. People will speak favor. Opportunities will align. But these confirmations require surrender, not grasping. Receive and rest. When blessings come, do not freak out in fear or unbelief. Say, thank you, and move forward with a calm heart. My beloved, expect small miracles in the days after. A call that comes at the perfect hour. An unexpected message that affirms the meeting. A sudden clarity about an important decision. These are heaven's signatures, proof that this was not a chance encounter but a divine appointment. Archangel Michael now gives a charge, after you meet, guard your hearts together. Build confidentiality. Protect purity. Speak little initially, do much in prayer. Let the relationship grow in the light, not in secret shame or frantic spectacle. Heaven desires your dignity more than your drama. Beloved, remember forgiveness. You both will carry wounds, old betrayals, quiet fears, unspoken griefs. Do not expect perfection. Expect grace. Because the one God sends will stand with you through healing, not demand it all at once. Heal together slowly, lovingly, and with the support of the divine. God whispers a practical promise, I will provide people who will encourage this union, mentors, friends, signs of favor. Trust community, not isolation. Let wise voices speak into the path, not hollow flattery. So after the meeting, look for those who bless, not those who complicate. My beloved, Michael now reveals a final sign to watch for on Friday, the timestamp of confirmation. When you meet, your inner clock will register a clear, peaceful alignment, an inner knowing like a bell ringing softly inside. It will not be panic, it will be a settled yes. Trust that inner timepiece more than a crowd's applause. And in the quiet afterward, God says, offer gratitude. Speak benediction over what is formed. Name blessings aloud. This activates covenant. Do not be shy to say, thank you, Lord, for what He has brought. Child of promise, do not fear making space for mystery. Not every detail will be revealed at once. Some parts of your story will unfold in weeks, some in months, some in years. Trust the slow unwrapping. God will disclose pieces as you need them. Michael instructs, protect your mind from obsessive questions. Set aside time to pray together. Keep the soul grounded in Scripture, in truth, and in holy counsel. This union must be formed on rock, not quicksand. Heaven values anchored love. Beloved, if you are single, do not panic. If you are wondering how to prepare practically, rest well, dress in a way that honors you, be punctual, be kind, and let your presence be calm and sincere. Heaven loves authenticity, not polish without heart. If you are already in confusion or pain, let this message give you peace. God says, this meeting will not crowd out healing. It will invite it. Allow yourself time to breathe through the change. Michael's final charge for this part: after the meeting, pause. Do not rush into public declarations. Test the fruit. Let time confirm the depth. Keep prayer central. If it is truly from God, it will stand the test of time and scrutiny. Heaven protects what is built slowly and prayerfully. Beloved child, you have stayed this far. Your obedience to this message has already shifted your path. God sees your readiness and smiles. He says, I am with you every step. Walk into Friday with expectation and reverence. I will meet you there. Stay with this message. Keep watch for the small signs I told you. Prepare your heart, tidy your beliefs, and trust that heaven is arranging everything. When Friday comes, do not be afraid to answer. My beloved, do not move, keep your eyes here. The next words carry specific signs heaven will use to confirm your meeting. Listen closely, memorize them like a prayer, and watch for them this Friday. First sign, the number 7. Look for it everywhere, on a receipt, on a clock, in a license plate, whispered in a song. When you see 7 repeating, it is heaven tapping your shoulder saying, this is the hour. Second sign, a small blue cup. It may look ordinary in a cafe window or on a table someone carries. When you notice that blue cup at the moment your eyes meet another soul, your spirit will jump and know, this is the confirmation. Third sign, a single oak tree. It could be a tree near a bench, a square, or a park you pass. When the air feels different beneath that oak, and your chest warms, that is your signal that destiny has arrived. Fourth sign, a stray pigeon or a small bird that pauses near you. Not every bird will matter, watch how it behaves. If it lingers gently, as if it knows you, take it as heaven's nod that the meeting is blessed. Fifth sign, a song lyric that repeats at the exact moment you meet. Maybe the chorus you hum in the shower, maybe a line from an old song playing nearby. When that exact line punctuates your encounter, know the angels have scored the moment. Sixth sign, a small gift accidentally dropped, a napkin with handwriting, a folded paper, a leaf with a mark, that you or they notice together. These tiny objects become holy tokens when heaven writes them into your story. Seventh sign, the time 5:17, or another time that keeps appearing to you. If your inner clock ticks to a number and it repeats, do not ignore it. It will be the quiet bell that rings inside and tells you, this is the moment. Eighth sign, a scent, jasmine, coffee, rain, that appears unexpectedly. A smell will pull a memory and anchor the encounter to something your soul already remembers. When scent meets sight, believe it, your spirit is being sealed. Ninth sign, a stranger will say one simple phrase that feels like a key. It might be, you look peaceful, or nice to see you smile, or something you recognize from a dream. When you both hear the same phrase and your hearts flutter, that phrase is the doorway. 10th sign, a light, a street lamp, a shaft through a window, a reflection that seems to bow toward you. Light will behave like a blessing that evening. When it touches the place you meet, let it speak. These signs are not tests of intelligence, they are tender markers for the heart that is listening. Do not worry if not all signs appear. Even one true sign is enough to confirm what God has written. Now, beloved, here are the internal confirmations, the things only your soul will know. When you meet, your chest will feel like it remembers a home you cannot name. Your hands will tingle as if they held theirs in another life. Your mind will forgive a million past mistakes in one breath. Hold this practice in your heart. Before you step into the place on Friday, whisper quietly, Lord, make it clear. Ask for clarity, not fantasy. Ask for peace, not panic. Heaven loves simple prayers said with steady breathing. A practical cue from Michael, or something that makes you feel dignified. Not flashy, not hiding, but real, something that honors the new season. When you dress with respect for yourself, you invite heaven to dress the moment with reverence. Keep your phone close, but remember this: there may be a sacred pause. If the moment asks for silence, let it be silent. If your spirit whispers to look up and into the eyes, obey the whisper before the notification. Now a prophetic safeguard: watch for anyone who rushes you to a decision. If someone forces labels, pressures intimacy, or demands an instant promise, step back. Heaven's unions grow in calm, not chaos. If the offer feels hurried, let prayer slow it. Expect confirmations in the following 48 hours after the meeting. A message that answers a previously unanswered question. A call that opens a door. A small, practical favor that aligns with your next step. These are heaven echoing yes. Michael instructs: keep a small journal on Friday. Write down the first 3 things you notice: a color, a smell, a word. Later, when doubt creeps back, read the list and remember the proof that God provided. Beloved, keep your inner world tidy. Before the meeting, forgive someone silently, not because they deserved it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is a room where the miracle can live. It clears space for what God will place there. A short counsel about conversation: ask gentle, open questions. How do you spend your days? What makes you laugh? Is there a place that feels like home to you? Let curiosity be your companion, not interrogation. Heaven will speak through simple, honest exchange. If tears come, let them fall. Tears are not weakness in this hour, they are the language of realignment. They water the soil where new love will grow. Expect small tests after the meeting: a jealous voice, a sudden delay, a confusing message. Do not be surprised, be patient. Michael says, every genuine blessing faces a question to prove its strength. Stand steady. A prophetic practical: protect your story. Share details slowly with trusted people who love God and you. Let counsel be wise, not loud. Blessings multiply under quiet stewardship. Now, beloved, a final list of symbolic clues heaven may use to speak to both of you simultaneously. Both of you mentioning the same color within minutes of meeting. Both glancing at the same small object at the same time. A shared laugh triggered by the same tiny memory. A mutual pause when a particular word is spoken. These mirrored moments are heaven's way of saying, you belong. Michael says, when the confirmation comes, anchor it with prayer. Name it out loud with gratitude. Say, thank you, Lord, this is from you. Gratitude locks the door against doubt and opens it to blessing. Beloved child, practical advice now: arrive early. Give yourself time to breathe, to pray, to notice the air. Do not enter rushed, enter ready. A prepared heart sees what a hurried one misses. If you need to speak a short protection prayer aloud, use this. Lord, let truth be clear. Guard my heart. Guide my steps. Say it once, then quiet your mind and watch for God's confirmations. Now some heavenly encouragement: when you meet, do not look for perfection. Look for redemptive potential. Look for someone whose brokenness is being healed, not someone who is already flawless. God does not give flawless people, He gives faithful ones. If you are already entangled in confusion and this message stirs fear, breathe deep. God's meeting may come as a door to heal what's already tangled. Let prayer be your first counselor. Michael's final symbolic clue for you to watch for is a small, unexpected smile from a stranger nearby that feels like recognition. When that happens, do not ignore it, it is the angelic crowd cheering you on. Beloved, the signs are gentle because love itself is gentle. Do not chase fireworks, chase the quiet yes. When heaven speaks, it will be in calm authority, not frantic noise. You have walked through nights of wondering, you have whispered prayers in the dark, you have carried longing like a stone. This Friday, God is offering you a hand to lift the stone. Receive it with dignity, with expectation, and with the discernment I have given you. Stay near this message. Return to these signs on Friday morning. Read them like a map and let your spirit lead. Archangel Michael smiles and says, "You were chosen. The meeting is real. Watch for the signs, keep your heart steady, and let heaven do what only heaven can do. Stay ready. Stay prayerful. When the moment comes, breathe, look up, and say quietly, 'Yes. My beloved child, linger here a little longer.' The angels have not finished speaking, and the Spirit of God is still pouring secrets into your path. Every heartbeat is aligning you closer to Friday, closer to the meeting, closer to the destiny moment written with your name. Do you feel the pull? That heaviness in your chest is not fear, it is preparation. God confirms again, this Friday, your paths will cross. This Friday, your soul will recognize its reflection. This Friday, the waiting ends. Michael adds with urgency, tell them not to take this lightly. Tell them to guard their steps carefully, for distractions will increase as the day draws near. Beloved, let us speak about those distractions. The enemy knows what is coming. He knows your soul will rise after this union, and so he will send counterfeits. A sudden message from an old flame. A strange argument with a friend. A wave of self-doubt that whispers, maybe I imagined it. But do not listen. Michael says, the shadow always appears before the sunrise. Ignore the shadow, wait for the light. Child of heaven, prepare your heart in the coming days. Wake each morning with a prayer of readiness. Lord, steady my heart. Let me see clearly. Let me not be deceived. Let me recognize what you send. This is how you anchor yourself against confusion. And now, listen closely. The meeting itself will unfold gently, not with chaos. The first look will silence your thoughts. The first words will feel both ordinary and eternal. It will be like stepping into a conversation already in progress, one you've been waiting to join your whole life. Do not force it. Do not rush it. Let the rhythm of destiny breathe. Michael whispers, tell them to notice the pauses. The silence between words will be as holy as the words themselves. That is where heaven will confirm it. Beloved, you will recognize them by three things. Their eyes, which will feel strangely familiar, like you've seen them in dreams. Their presence, which will calm the storm inside you rather than stir it. Their timing, arriving exactly when you were about to give up hope. God says, I am not a God of confusion. I will not make you guess. I will confirm with peace. I will confirm with joy. I will confirm with signs you cannot deny. And here is another clue. When you meet, something in the environment will echo your soul, perhaps a song, a color, or even a child laughing nearby. It will be as if creation itself bends to witness the moment. Pay attention. Do not brush it aside. That echo is your confirmation. Good, you are still here. That means you are not treating this as entertainment, you are receiving it as revelation. And because you stayed, heaven is ready to trust you with deeper detail. After the meeting, you will feel a lightness in your chest, as though a weight you carried for years has suddenly been lifted. This is how you will know it was real. False connections drain, true ones breathe life. Do not mistake exhaustion for love. The one God sends will bring rest to your soul. Michael says, tell them to test the fruit. If the fruit is peace, if the fruit is hope, if the fruit is clarity, then it is from heaven. If the fruit is confusion, fear, or manipulation, it is not the one. Beloved, here is a practical instruction. Do not reveal everything about yourself too quickly. Hold some parts of your heart back until trust proves itself. Even divine unions require wisdom. God sends the right person, but He also calls you to steward the connection with patience. And this. Do not compare them to your past. Do not project yesterday's pain onto tomorrow's promise. This is new wine. It must not be poured into old skins. Let this meeting be a fresh beginning, not a replay of old wounds. God whispers softly, this is not just about you. This is about the generations that will come after you. This is about breaking loneliness, restoring joy, and proving that I still keep my promises. Michael now lifts his hand, and you may feel warmth on your skin as you read this. That is not your imagination, it is a sign. A touch from the angel who has guarded you through your darkest nights. He says, tell them, heaven is ready. The clock is ticking. The day is set. All they must do is believe. So, my beloved, prepare gently. Sleep well the night before. Pray in the morning of Friday. And when you step into the day, expect the extraordinary to rise from the ordinary. Do not chase it, let it come. Do not fear it, let it unfold. Because God has written this appointment in your destiny, and no hand can erase it.